What's up, everybody? Welcome to another amazing, kind of impromptu, video inside the media cabinet. Hi. It's been a while, since I posted a video on my channel, and I'm sorry. But I thought that this would be just as good a time as ever to, talk about everything from D23. No, unfortunately, I have not gone to the convention. It would have been really nice. Um, but I do have a D23 account, but I don't have the membership that would grant me access to D23, which is kind of upsetting. So, but yes, even though the weekend is not over, I thought I would take it upon myself because, yes, this is a media unboxing channel. I still talk about, theme parks and what's going on in the theme parks. And also what's going on with, studios and everything. So, I thought that I would go ahead and talk about everything that was released at the convention this weekend. So, starting on Friday, it was day one. And there was a lot of stuff announced during like the studio panel and everything. One of the fun things that I think was announced also has to do with Halloween Horror Nights, but not Orlando. Only, at this time, only Hollywood. I mean, who knows? There may be an opportunity where this concept may come over to Orlando, but it's still up in the air. And that was revealed, that in Universal Studios Hollywood, um, they will be adapting Simpsons Treehouse of Horror in the Springfield section at Universal Studios Hollywood. I don't know exactly when that's going to start happening. I don't know if they're doing that starting this year. But they're going to start doing overlays in the Simpsons area in Universal Studios Hollywood for Treehouse of Horror. I think that's really cool. I think that as a collective, that has been something that a lot of Halloween Horror Nights patrons and Hollywood and Orlando people have been wanting to see. But I think it could be the same thing about how like certain Marvel properties could be presented at or in Florida, because there are certain Marvel characters that are allowed to be used, while over in Disneyland in California, you got different Marvel properties that are being represented, and I think the same thing is with The Simpsons right now. Yeah, Disney has access to them and everything, but Disney is allowing them to use it at Universal Studios Hollywood for Halloween. Now, who knows what if that may also follow over with Orlando? We don't know. So, but that was just the first thing. The main meat of Friday night was the studio panel. And there was a lot of announced and a lot of information that was released as well. One of the big things that was announced was some of the cast members for Marvel Studios' upcoming X-Men movie, including, of course, Sadie Sink as Jean Grey, as we found out in Spider-Man Brand New Day. And also it was officially announced that Kit Connor, who is famous for Heartstopper, will be portraying Cyclops. And there were some other characters announced and everything, some other people joining the cast that I don't really know through my time of watching movies and TV. But I think the one biggest excitement was that the fact that a character that people have been really, really wanting, or an actor that people have been pushing to see be part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, is finally playing a specific character, and that is the fact that we will be seeing Adam Driver portray Mr. Sinister. So that was the big, huge announcement. And then of course they announced when X-Men will be coming out, and I'm double checking, looking on my. It will be coming out in 2028, January, February, March, April, May 5th, 2028. So that is very, very exciting. And then also, they showcased a brand new trailer for Avengers Doomsday and announced that tickets are fully available. So if you haven't purchased your ticket yet, go out and buy it now. I secured mine the opening weekend of Doomsday, so I will be seeing it December 20th at 3 o'clock at my local Alamo Draft House on the Dolby screen. I am so excited for that movie. Just like everybody, I think this is going to be big. Spider-Man Brand New Day was big, but I cannot wait for Avengers Doomsday. I am so stoked to see how this whole movie plays out. Next, it was also announced in during the studio panel that they actually showed off some very rough test footage for the sequel to the Simpsons movie, and it's blatantly titled The New Simpsons Movie. So this is the teaser poster that was revealed. This will be coming out next September 3rd, 2027. No plot details have been revealed yet. They just showed some very rough test footage and everything. I'm very excited for the Simpsons sequel to be coming out. I loved the first Simpsons movie. It was just amazingly comical. I love watching The Simpsons. I think it's one of the greatest cartoon shows ever, and I hope it never goes away, even though there are rumors that it will be coming to an end very soon. I think the whole world of TV would be very upset if that happened. So, next, they revealed a very first teaser for a movie that kids and adults, I think, are ultimately very, very happy about experiencing, and that is the Bluey movie that is coming out next August. This trailer is really, really cute. It shows Bingo and Bluey playing Keepy Uppy with a balloon, and they keep tossing it up in the sky and everything, and all of a sudden it lands on the ground, and they start freaking out, and it pops, and you see the Bluey movie logo reveal. So, I love watching Bluey. I watch it with my dogs, and I think this is going to be really cute, and the fact that the animation is brand new, like 3D animation, it looks so cute. So if you haven't seen it yet, go on to YouTube, and you can look up the teaser for the Bluey movie. So let's see, what next? They finally showed the trailer for Vision Quest. And let me tell you something. This looks weird AF. This looks really weird. Agatha was cool. WandaVision was cool. Vision Quest just looks creepy. As it feels like it should be, you know. It shows Vision living a different life, Um, he's living in his human, avatar, and all of a sudden, here comes Ultron, and it's James Spader and everything, and it's weird, and I'm trying to just figure out what exactly is going on. But we have to wait until not very long. We have to wait until October 14th for that to come. So that's gonna be on Disney Plus. So that'll be coming soon. Um, Also, it was announced that Zootopia Free is officially in the works. So they showed an expanded trailer off of that little ending at the end of Zootopia 2. Not much details were announced. I mean, I'm pretty sure there were details announced. Again, I'm not at D23, so I don't know what they talked about. They also talked about Incredibles 3. There's an entirely new villain that will push the Parr family to their limits. And the one being affected by it the most is going to be Mr. Incredible. This new villain, like I said, is going to push them so far that they've ever been pushed before. And Robert Parr is taking the world right now. He's taking it in a very hard way. It's affecting him the most because it's like, supers are legal again and everything, but it's taking a huge toll on him. So that's all heard. That's all that I got from what I heard from Pete Docter when he was talking about it. So I hope everything's gonna be okay. I hope it'll be all right. But I'm very excited for The Incredibles 3. I remember seeing Incredibles 2 with my family on the big screen, and just being there with everybody that had been eagerly waiting for this movie to come out, and just how much fun it was seeing that movie with all those people. It was absolutely amazing. So I am excited to return to the world of Municiberg and the world of the Incredibles. Um, Next, uh, let's see. They talked a little bit on Friday about Kingdom Hearts 4. Um, until before I go into like the big news, they did make an announcement for the first time that a Kingdom Hearts anime will be coming. Kingdom Hearts the series will be coming soon, and that will be on Disney Channel and Disney Plus. Again, I wasn't there, so whatever details or information they gave about it, I don't have all the information to share on the YouTube channel. But I am very, very excited for Kingdom Hearts, the series. I, amongst many people, have been waiting for this to happen. Um, it would be cool if they could do a live action version of Kingdom Hearts with like hybrid animation, hybrid animation live action and everything. But I'm just happy, and probably amongst the rest of the Kingdom Hearts community, that this is happening. And with that being said, they showed a new, very small trailer about Kingdom Hearts 4. Introducing a little bit of the story, what's going on, and the fact that we will be traveling to the land of the dead and stepping into the world of Coco. The little amount of gameplay that was showed was absolutely amazing. The animation is at the top of its peak. That I will ever say or see when it comes to a game like this. So we did also get an announcement of when it is coming out, even though it is not extremely specific. It was announced that Kingdom Hearts 4 will be releasing late 2027. And yesterday on the Game Awards YouTube channel, there was a live stream that was hosted by Carlo, or the guy that played Zero in Holes. I'm pronouncing his name wrong, so there was a really cool panel, like a deep dive in with the 25th anniversary of Kingdom Hearts, and it showed an even longer trailer than the one that was shown on Friday. So, and then the last thing, well, no, not the last thing, there is two more. So, the last two things that was revealed at the studio panel, they went into a little bit of detail in regards with Frozen Free. And they showed a really nice trailer clip about that whole story for that movie and everything. And again, animation looked beautiful. There's some twists, some turns, a new adventure, and a new threat that is trying to do anything to hurt Anna, Elsa, Kristoff, and Olaf. I, amongst everyone that is a fan, am absolutely excited for Frozen Free. I love the movies. The first one was amazing. The second one was to the moon and back, absolutely fantastic. And I cannot wait for this to come out. And last but not least, they did dive into Star Wars, talking about Ahsoka Season 2, which is coming soon as well. Rosario Dawson was there, and Hayden Christensen was there as well. And then also, the next big thing is they talked about Star Wars Starfighter. And they had Ryan Gosling on stage and everything, and Sean Levy. Also, there was a fun little bit where Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman tried to make one last plea to be into Avengers Doomsday, but obviously the movie is almost coming out and is completed, so, oops. So, that was basically everything that was released during the studio portion of D23. And then yesterday, like I said, there was the deep dive of Kingdom Hearts for the 25th anniversary, including the longer trailer for Kingdom Hearts 4. But now we get to the biggie. And I just hit my mic. I'm sorry. Now we get to the big part of what yesterday was, and that was Horizons, also known as a Carousel of Progress, the D23 Experience Showcase. How can I describe what was showcased yesterday? I wouldn't say it was an ultimate failure, but the entire thing felt like a giant Saturday Night Live skit. I loved that they had Neil Patrick Harris hosting it and everything. And there were moments that were really, really funny, and then there were moments that were very quirky and felt unhinged. So Neil Patrick Harris opened up the show with this whole musical number about animatronics and how life would be to be an animatronic and everything. And it was broken up into 4 sections, the entire show, going over things that was announced in 2024, and this whole showcase was just to be, all right, we're going to give you opening dates, we're going to give you time frames, we're going to give you names, and we're going to sprinkle in just a little dusting of new stuff. One of the huge things that I will say that was announced yesterday at that Disney Experiences panel was that they are finally bringing back the Yeti animatronic on Expedition Everest at Animal Kingdom. I think it is so amazing that that amazing Yeti is going to be coming back to life, going to be moving again. I just hope nothing happens to it. Knock on wood. Um, let's see what else. Oh, here's a picture of the concept art that they showed. So, um, let's see what else. They dropped a lot of names for the projects that were announced in 2024. One of them being including the two names for um, the rides inside the Tropical Americas. Well, actually, no, I'm sorry, free rides. They revealed the name of the carousel, which I'm blanking. I didn't save a picture of it on my phone. And also, they revealed the name of the Encanto ride. And the technology that they're going to be using in this is amazing. They're going to have these ride vehicles that incorporate like parts of casita and like a piano and everything. And like they showed a concept art where the vehicle is going to be going upstairs, and I think it's going to be using that new technology that they showed on with the floor and everything, how it can move and everything. But I've also saw a concept art of like there being track. Um, the story of the ride is it's all surrounding Antonio's gift day. So it's the day that Antonio gets his gift, and Antonio's gift is he can speak to animals, which is honestly very perfect for Animal Kingdom. Um, and then they also announced the name for the new Indiana Jones attraction. And before they announced the name of the Indiana Jones attraction, Harrison Ford appeared on screen telling everybody that he is being the face model for the new Indiana Jones animatronic that will be part of the ride that is coming to Animal Kingdom. And they revealed that the name of the ride is going to be titled Indiana Jones and the Myth of the Jade Serpent. Um, this ride is going to plunge us into an adventure into the underworld. And there is this big jaded snake that is at the entrance of the underworld, and it's with the myth of Mayan mythology and everything. I forget the name of the snake, and they mentioned it, and I can't, for the life of me, I can't remember without pulling up an article of everything that was announced. And you know what? I feel like I should do that because I feel like I'm not doing you guys due diligence here. Let me see. HORIZONS. Carousel progress. Updates. So here, I have an article so I can talk about everything that was announced. Okay, so at the end of, well, I'll get to that at the end. So yes, Tropical America's deemed land will feature an Encanto boat ride. No, that's not. It's not going to be a boat ride. The name of the Encanto ride is called Antonio's Fiesta de Encanto, and the name of the carousel that is coming is going to be called El Carrusel de los Animalatos. I am butchering that, and yet I am Spanish on my mom's side, and I can't pronounce it. So that's all with the Tropical Americas. Then, of course, they talked about Piston Peak inside Magic Kingdom. and it will be that will feature a Cars ride, two Cars attractions, including Cars Ridge Run Rally, and also something similar to Mater's Junkyard Jamboree and Alien Swirling Saucers. It will be themed to Miss Fritter, the Daredevil bus from Cars 3, and that will be called Miss Fritter's Daredevil Spin Along. Let's see what else. Also, in Shanghai Disneyland, they talked about a brand new land completely dedicated surrounding Spider-Man. And also the new roller coaster they completely finished. And from what they showed in the concept art, there's going to be a giant spider bot that's causing destruction and everything. Also, they talked about the expansion of the Hong Kong Avengers campus, the Stark Expo land. So there will be a brand new Avengers-themed drop tower that will feature Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, traveling to different worlds in the Marvel Cinematic Universe like Asgard and Wakanda and everything. So that's going to be really cool. They did talk about the Lion King attraction that is coming to Disney Adventureland, Adventure World in Paris. It is going to be a boat ride. They gave more details about it, so it is going to be a boat ride similar to Tiana's Bayou Adventure, and the final confrontation of the ride is going to be the battle between Scar and Simba. And the boat ride will basically chronicle Simba's journey from cub to king. I'm really excited to see when that opens. I would love to see some POV from that. So I'm looking forward to that. They also gave a lot more information about Monstropolis, the city frightful. The land itself will open in 2027, but the big e-ticket attraction of the land, the door coaster, will not be ready. So they're going to be working on that. But they did talk about Harryhausen's, how it will have the sushi chef, a beautiful animatronic from what they showed. And then also they talked about the stage show that is going in the old Muppet Vision Theater, and that will be called Welcome to Monstropolis. And that will be going in the Glob Theater. So I'm really, really excited for Monstropolis. I think it's going to be amazing. Like, this is a really big expansion for Hollywood Studios, and when I say big, they say that the size of this land is going to be compared to Galaxy's Edge. So that's going to be really cool. Going also back into Avengers Campus in Disneyland, they explained that some of your favorite Avengers are going to be part of the ride, including Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark, Iron Man, Chris Hemsworth as Thor, Odin's son, Anthony Mackie as Captain America, and I can't remember her name, but the actress that portrayed Ms. Marvel on the show, Ms. Marvel. And they talked about the big, huge e-ticket Avengers ride, the Avengers Defense, where you are versing King Thanos and you're traveling to different worlds across the MCU. And then, of course, Stark flight training. That will feature, of course, Tony Stark, Robert Downey Jr., Carol Danvers. I can't remember the name of the actress, but Brie Larson will be returning and portraying her role as Captain Marvel, and then, of course, Anthony Mackie again as Captain America will be part of it as well. So the news with Avengers Campus and everything, that is really cool. I'm looking forward to that. All of that will be opening 2028 at Avengers Campus in Disneyland's California Adventure. Um, and then they did talk about the Coco ride, the Coco boat ride that is coming to Disneyland. The story with that, it takes place, that's Disneyland's California Adventure, I believe, as well. That story takes place 1 year after, after the events of Coco, and you enter a museum that is dedicated to Hector, uh, and Miguel's great great grandfather. And so the boat ride chronicles Miguel's adventure in the land of the dead and everything. And from what they showed, it is absolutely beautiful. You can probably go to the Disney blog and see all the pictures and everything from everything that was revealed yesterday. But again, still, I just wanted to do a video. The first thing that they talked about with everything with the theme parks was about, of course, how they are redoing the Disneyland Paris version of Space Mountain, and they will be removing the Star Wars overlay, Hyperspace Mountain, and they will be returning it back to its original glory of the Jules Verne-inspired Space Mountain from the Earth to the Moon. So that will be coming back in 2027. And then they revealed the name of the Space Mountain in Tokyo Disneyland. Space Mountain Earthrise. There's a whole new story with that, and that whole area is still in construction. And then they also, I'll get to that at the end. The last two things that were announced was, also going back with Disneyland real quick. So they also talked about shows and entertainment. So, the first thing that they talked about was about, like, parades and everything coming back to Disneyland. So, in 2027, Disneyland Resort will be bringing back the 2005 Remember Dreams Come True fireworks show, and also bringing back the original OG, one of my favorite nighttime shows ever that Disney has ever done. I love the music that they use for it. The original 2010 World of Color. Plus, they will be also bringing back the 2020 Magic Happens Parade featuring music from Todrick Hall. So that is three amazing entertainment offerings that are coming back to Disneyland. And they did also talk a little bit about the Avatar Land coming, but not much. Let's see. The last two big things. Also, Carousel of Progress. I believe they said will be reopening either 2028 or late 2027 at Magic Kingdom. And Bryan Cranston and Jamie Lee Curtis will be doing the voices of Mother and Father for the newer Carousel Progress. And then, of course, it will also be having the Walt Disney animatronic. So there's going to be new time eras, including the 1980s and the 1960s. So I'm really excited for that. And now, really, really rounding out the last two announcements. They dived into more story and detail on Villains Land, saying, hey, we have a name. It's straight to the point and blatantly Villains Land. And there's this really cool story, and there's concept art. I didn't save it on my phone to showcase. But there's a story that they came up with. So we always see a wishing well as a place to make a wish come true. We go up, we drop a penny, we unlock the magic in our heart to make that wish come true. Well, one day, when the clouds are dark and looming, a stranger approaches a magic wishing well and makes a tainted wish, a poisoned wish. The wish is so evil, it cracks open the wishing well, and all this poisoned magic seeps out into this world and seeps into the black forest, the dark forest. And it creates this world of villainy and evil and pure disenchantment. And it provides as a hub for some of the most powerful villains in Disney lore, primarily including Dr. Facilier, the Evil Queen, and I forget who the other villain was. There was 3 primary villains that they showcased. There will be 2 major attractions, including a roller coaster through Maleficent's Evil Briars, and that looks really fun and extremely thrilling. And then the next ride, I am really looking forward to this one. They are going to be doing this really cool boat ride that you're basically going into the realm of the magic mirror. And you're going to be going through all these amazing scenes where you're seeing all the villains. So I am really excited about Villains Land. It is the most immersive land that they are doing. And I stand corrected. I said that Monsters Inc. land was at the size of Galaxy's Edge. I think I meant to say no, Monsters Inc. yeah, but Villains Land is also going to be of similar size. So this is going to be the most anticipated land that Disney has ever created, and there are so many people eagerly awaiting for this to happen. So I wish that they could have came up with a better name, like Villains Landing. I think would have been cooler. But we just have to wait, and it's gonna take a while, So that will be coming, very, very far into the future. And it a lot of people also, including Cruella de Vil herself, would love to see a ride based on her, So Disney, you heard her. She has her demands. So, also they did make another announcement that they are eagerly working on a second season of the Imagineering story. I, amongst the crowd, am very excited for that. I love the Imagineering story. Such an amazing show. I would love for another season of Behind the Attraction. Can we get another one of that, please? So, and then, to wrap it up, finally, the final 2 announcements was that they will be doing a complete overhaul of Tomorrowland at Disneyland. And of course, they're looking at Beyond the Horizon for the 75th anniversary of Disneyland. And I'm like, 75th? You just completed your 70th. Just slow down, put the brakes on, you know? And then to wrap up the final show, they made one big announcement, even though it was very little information, that finally Figment and Dreamfinder will be getting a new attraction at Epcot. We don't know when it's going to happen, but it's in early development that there will be a new Journey into Imagination coming very, very soon in the far future. So, there you have it. That is everything that was announced at D23, with it still going on. And today at 9 o'clock on Disney Plus, if you are a Disney Plus subscriber, you can see the Disney D23 Legends ceremony. So, there you have it, folks. That's about it, talking about everything that was announced at D23, or that everything that was gone over at D23. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I have some ideas for some fun little videos coming up soon. We got an awesome unboxing next month. And also, I will have some updates about what's going to be going on with the channel next month as well. So until I put out that video, I hope you guys have an awesome day. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'll see you next time for another amazing video inside the media cabinet. Bye for now.